Okay, we are recording now. Let me just take this guy off. Alt tab back in, and well, that's cool. Certainly seems to be working. So, how's the audio? That seems a little quiet. I don't know why it suddenly became quieter. Let's fix that. No good, Matt, 8652. He's good. He bought this game for me. Just a little better. Obviously, I want it to be like a little bit quiet, but not so quiet that we can't hear. Alright, Matt. Well, maybe you can give me some advice if I need it. So, what is this game? This is Iratus, Iratus, Lord of the Dead. I've had it described as a reverse Darkest Dungeon. That's about as loud as I'm willing to make this. Anyway, we'll see if I like it. The only thing I know about it other than that description is that somebody in my Discord said that the game forces you to play on the easiest difficulty, which of course is not something I typically like, but at the same time, I'm also the same dude who ran through every single one of the Ascensions in Slay the Spires, so I can't complain too much, I guess. Can't watch Twitch reliably without being in MPV. What's MPV? Okay, so here we go. Eternal Harvest, the maximum difficulty, a special mode for those eager to go one step beyond. So there's my big boy real man mode. But we can't click that, baby. And we can't click always wins. And we can't click more pain. I have to play Cakewalk. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Need to finish the game. Oh my lord. MPV media player? You don't use oh my god, I'm having like a total brain fart right now. What's the really good open source one? The really good open source media player that I use on every single one of my computers? And somehow I've forgotten the name of. Starts with a V. VLC, there you go, yeah. Maybe I am getting old, guys. Alright, well, we'll play the Cakewalk mode, I guess. I don't particularly get a choice. Hey, VLC's good. You can do a lot of cool things with VLC. Graveyard efficiency increased. Okay. Wait, what's save mode? Is there no Iron Man? I want that. Oh, I see. Instead of having Iron Man mode, they have save mode, which is the opposite. So Iron Man is the default, I assume. And then you have to be on Iron Man. Oh, that's a cool way of doing difficulty. I do like that. So I don't like that you're barred from doing the harder difficulties right off the bat, but I do like that approach to, you know, Iron Man's just built in when you're in a harder difficulty. Cakewalk, you just need to do the first boss. Alright, let's do it first try. Alright, so we're a Necromancer. This has very Wizardry 4 type vibes to it. For those of you who aren't like 100 years old, that's an old, what was that on? It was on DOS? No, it wasn't. It was a Amiga? It was a console game. There was a console version anyway, but I think there was also a DOS version of it. Maybe I'm confused. Anyway, you were the bad guy. You were Wordna, the evil lich guy, Necromancer. Stone Shard does something similar if you've played it. I have not played Stone Shard because everybody kept telling me that I should wait to stream it because it's like a beta. Also, welcome to the stream, Vermoin. I will say this about Stone Shard. I've seen the art from it, and it looks really, 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 really charming. And that made me want to play it, but then people told me to just wait for more content, so, you know. Look at the little baby streamer playing on Cakewalk. Well, believe me, I wouldn't be, if I had a choice. Evil's return. Dread Necromancer Iratus has attained his freedom after a millennia of imprisonment. The miners gathered around his tomb do not know the mortal danger they have stumbled upon. Oh, they're about to. Their bodies will lay the foundation for an army of the dead that will conquer this world. Rise. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem for more. They almost made their game look too good because they released something that looks just really, really charming. I'm talking about Stone Shard, guys. And then from what I understand, there's just like no content in it. So you don't really want to hype your game. I don't know if that's really a mistake. I just think that it's like it's interesting to hype a game before you really have much of a game. Hey, the love worm. Oh, what's up, man? Actually, you purchased Factorio for me today, didn't you? Thank you for that. I will stream that before too long. They dug too deep. Are they dwarves in Gmat? Alright, so let's learn this game. Each minion has 5 basic abilities and 1 ultimate ability. To use an ultimate ability, you need a special resource, Wrath. Okay, there's my limit break. That's my Final Fantasy VII limit break. Cat Camera Riot. I don't have my I don't have my Raspberry Pi set up right now. And also, the cat, while bigger, is probably not doing anything interesting still. Maybe. Maybe I should. Maybe next time. Devs live in Russia, and some contributors in Ukraine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Minions and enemies can use certain abilities only from specific positions and with specific targets. Okay, so this is, I'm seeing some Darkest Dungeon here. I can't hover over these. Why would you show me these little images and not let me hover over them to see what they do? Okay. Standard skeleton. Eh. An expansion in the works. Oh, for Factorio. They increase the price after early access. Man, these guys are a little greedy, perhaps. These Factorio guys. You hear Russia and Ukraine are beautiful this time of year? Maybe. Alright, so we got our little sexy zombie lady succubus. I don't know. Banshee. Okay, bottom right. There's the name. And we got our skeleton bro versus Hunky? Is that his name? That's a... Huh. Okay. What's that, I wonder? Miner. So this guy gets a name, and this guy is just a miner. Okie dokie. They'd be foolish not to be greedy. It's called Cractorio for a reason. Oh, is it addicting? I don't know, man. Maybe I should stay away from it. Unassuming strike. Physical attack deals 100%. 22 to 24 damage. Okay. Attacks twice, dealing 11 to 22 damage per attack. Performs additional attack for each buff on the target. Okay, so where do I see buffs? There don't seem to be any, I would assume. We have stats over here. They kind of stole the sanity thing from Darkest Dungeon, I guess. Of course, I'm the one making them insane this time, not the other way around. Uh-huh. Alright, well, probably hard to screw up right now. Considering we're on super duper easy tutorial mode. Physical and magic damage reduce the target's... It says vigor, that's hit points. Igniting deals instant magic damage to the target, and true damage at the start of their turn. Okay, this is all Darkest Dungeon type stuff, basically. Cursing a target will deal stress damage at the start of its turn. Critical hits by your minions will decrease enemy sanity. Enemy critical hits will increase it. Okay. It might be extra addicting to you since you're a computer scientist. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can restart Iratus after the tutorial for normal human difficulty. I'll probably do that. Okay, so Banshee Lady is a stress attacker. Huh. So I want to test something. Okay, so pressing the keyboard kind of highlights that. Now, if I were to left click, then that's what happens, I guess, in terms of when I click. It's kind of an odd control scheme, I think, but you would think that it would be, well, no, I can click too, never mind. You would think I'd be able to, like, double click with a keyboard or something to just go ahead and attack the first thing, but, whatever. Okay, so 19 to 21, I guess, stress damage, moves target to random position. All enemies lose 6 attack on their next turn for this one. So that seems a little better. Various consequences for sanity loss. Again, just like Darkest Dungeon. Oh, wow, they really did take stuff directly. They even took the positive thing that can happen. Damn. That is very stolen. Farming those channel points to request a cool bee crawl build. Okay, sure. I will warn you, I don't think I have my channel points thing working right now in terms of the alerts. So if nothing pops up and I don't notice anything, just like say something in chat or message me or whatever. Also, welcome to the stream, Sir Light. Okay. For each buff on the target, so not debuff. I mean, I might as well just kind of see what this does.
One more for the stockpile.
Uh-huh. Okay. So that's the sanity bar at the bottom. I see. So I could have used the other attack to take a sanity away immediately. So if I were to do this... Minus 15 luck, accuracy, and evasion. They took Darkest Dungeon and made it good. Well, I've kind of, in the past I've talked about how Darkest Dungeon has some issues. But I hit him at 0 sanity and took his sanity down more and nothing happened. Oh well. But yeah, I really think the biggest problem with Darkest Dungeon was just the tedium. Okay, so I got things. Iratus works for you using Proton 6.3. Yeah, I don't know. This was probably a long time ago when NGMat first bought this, and I had issues making it work on Linux. They may have fixed it by then. Alright, so I guess this is the post-combat screen. Creating minions, gathering parts from his defeated foes, Iratus can create new minions for his army. Using parts of uncommon, rare, legendary quality increases the amount of stat points of the created minion. Randomly acquire, well, excuse me, with time, Iratus will acquire new minion recipes as well as various combat tactics. Okay. Uh-huh. Can I make anything other than a skeleton right now? Oh, it's over here. Uh-oh, a zombie. They put cannons on them. Bride of Iratus. Deadly Archer, okay. Hello, Netweaver. But yeah, I will say again that I'm having issues with Twitch right now, so if your message doesn't pop up on the screen, chances are good I didn't see it, so feel free to repeat yourself, you know, so I do see it. Summoning has been prohibited by the Necromancer's Guild. I can't make a Wraith? Why's that? Huh. So, do they not have the abilities that these things can do? Receives 5 accuracy and 5 evasion at the start of each turn until end of combat. Stacks up to 6 times. Where's my infinite stacking, bro? So everything has like a special feature, I guess. Plus 25 luck against female enemies. Can't be critically hit. Werewolf, huh? Oh, he gets his HP back. Restores 10% vigor to itself and all minions. Only when killing something, though. Okay, passive stress damage. It's kind of cool. Minion recipe unlocks are your meta progress. They carry over between playthroughs, I see. Alright, well... So if I press fill, I guess that it just kind of gives you random crap. Given that I have like no idea what any of this does, and I don't have any of the rare stuff that it was talking about,
You will bring me their heads, their hearts, and everything else.
I think I may have to turn off this mildly cringy voice acting. Point to Darkest Dungeon for that. It takes what is best, I see. Can I make another werewolf? It doesn't seem like it. Why is that grayed out now? It needs... I see, it needs more flesh. So you do need certain things to make specific enemies. Or, minions, I should say. Ignores armor and resistance. Well... Sure. Wonder if Twitch still works over IRC, as in it still uses IRC underneath it all. I wouldn't be surprised. Take my advice and beeline the vampire, or you will lose Dampier permanently for my playthrough. Well, how do I even discover new things? Zombie skeleton. Alright, I'm gonna put the werewolf in front, because when he gains HP every turn. Can watch this full screen? Sure. I don't see why not. Anyway, this is a... good lord, this is a very busy screen in terms of just all the info being shown to me, but I'm... Okay, well the abilities are here. Magic attack. Physical attack. Chosen position and next two positions in line, okay. Alright, well... Let's just start some combat. Open the map. Okay, graveyard. I guess we're in the graveyard right now. It's attached to magic a little later in the tutorial. To the dungeon M. Okay, so that's the map. Kingdom had need of the vast riches buried underneath the castle, great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, blah 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 blah. There are apparently dwarves in this game, I'm gonna turn them into zombies. Criminals and rebels in the dungeons, no shortage of slaves to work the mines. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, banned from Twitch. Brevity is necessary in these games if they want to catch on. Well, okay, well, compare this to the last game, the little tiny browser game that I streamed, the Backpack Hero thing. You just immediately know what you're doing. And I'm not saying this game is too complicated, but I do think that it's less immediately obvious, you know. But, then again, I've played Slay the Spire before, which made Backpack Hero pretty straightforward, considering it's the same damn mechanics, you know? M stands for dungeon. You started a prediction thing? What do you mean, Tony? Don't die, bro. I'll do my best, Dark Banshee. Enemies possess unique features that either strengthen or weaken them. Okie dokie. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. There's a feature. It's the same as the special ability of my guys. When he dies, his allies recover 30 stamina. Okay. Okay, so this is exactly like Darkest Dungeon. It'll tell you exactly where you can do these attacks from and to. Will Malcolm die in Cakewalk? Oh no. So you started a poll? It's funny that I can't see that. It's not complication, it's complexity. Yeah, okay, yeah. Fair enough. You also used to be the world record. Oh no, 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 my sanity. Okay, Curse of Madness. This buffs himself, gives him luck and critical hit. Other minions receive... interesting. It's kind of cool. Hunting down physical attack deals 150% damage. Okay. Attacks twice, 26 minimum. So hunting down does incredible damage. These guys have lower hit points, though. So I could do about 26 damage to this guy and just kill him with my next attack. And here, up here, okay, up here is the Q. so we know who's moving next. So if I do 26 damage here, I think I can actually kill this guy and just take him out of the queue with the skeleton. I don't know how much damage I can do exactly. Why can't I use... Oh, okay, because I'm not in the front 2 rows. Okie dokie. 22 damage. Not quite enough. Oh no, I made a mistake. Okay. That's okay. You still like DCSS? It fills a weird nostalgia niche. You should play Beat Crawl, though. The problem with DCSS is that it's been... it's got some fools at the helm. So... TW 2002? What's that? Anyway. Yeah, let's just do this. More things to read. Trade Wars 2002. B-Crawl is a fork of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. Basically, it's an DCSS is an open source game, so anybody who wants to get started with DCSS really is going to want to play B-Crawl or some other fork, because the game is... the mainline version of the game is so unrecognizable from anything that's good or fun that it's time to move on, which is why I haven't bothered to, you know, quote-unquote defend my streak. I mean, frankly, the other thing about that is if you've won 50 games in a row on that game, anything after that is just... I mean, you've proven you can streak indefinitely is the thing, so it's just kind of... why bother? Okay, so... I wish roguelikes were good. Me too. Armor. Received physical damage is decreased by the amount of armor the target has. Okay, resistance is armor, but for magic. Block is just like dodge or ethereal from Slay the Spire or Backpack Hero. And ward is the same thing. So I do like that they've cleanly separated magical versus physical. Will I stream B-Crawl? I have streamed B-Crawl. I don't see a problem with doing that. I'm sure I will stream it again. I kind of want to get to all these things where people have, you know, requested runs of things first, but... or bought me games. Like this was purchased by NGMat. Zombie gains 100% damage for next attack, can stack. Okay, so I have a self buff. Enemies in a chosen position to the next position in line. Set targets on fire for 3 turns. Sorry about all the reading, I haven't played the game before, so I'm moving quite slowly here. Let's just do this. He'll die and I'll do some damage to the guy behind him. And I cleared off that block, which I totally knew was there. If I buy bit, I might... yeah, if somebody hands me bits, yeah, absolutely. I mean, 500 bits, you can get me to play just about anything. Only played DCSS 0.23. 0.23 is not bad. It probably was the last decent playable version of DCSS. I wouldn't go past that if I was you. You'll just kind of watch the game become something completely unrecognizable, unfortunately. I find it hard to take this as more than a rip of DD. You can copy a style, but this feels like a port and a reskin. Yeah, I'm kind of under the same impression, although it's not... You know, there is one thing going on, which is that it is kind of... situation is reversed, you know. Like with Darkest Dungeon, you're not giving the stress attacks, you're receiving them. So, I mean, I don't know. There's something going on here, but is it compelling? I don't know. I haven't really played enough. I know that there is kind of a steep learning curve here in terms of reading all this crap, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. I'm just going to spam this guy down because there doesn't seem to be a lot of thought required to play tutorial mode. Don't forget to love your B team too. Oh, you can have more than one group of guys. Oh, that move moves the skeleton to the front. I didn't realize that. Eh. Oh, that's curious. I thought you only could cause insanity by taking their sanity to 0. Apparently not.
My will is a tide that will wash away
Uh-huh.
pathetic civilizations.
Easy to replace people and upgrade them with leveled brain items. Restore a small amount of vigor. Oh, so you don't get your HP back. So you are encouraged to play optimally even on low difficulty modes. You don't get all your HP back every battle. Okay. Secret destruction spell. One-time use. Weapons, armor, rings, amulets, consumables.
It embellishes my undead features.
Okay. Okay. The Bug House. Quad 9s, I'm sorry, that's not allowed here. You are banned from the channel forever. Okay, so in tutorial mode I can't even explore half of these. Oh wait, potion making. I've skipped ahead. Hold on, let me go back to the graveyard. Router went down. Welcome back, Kenji Matt. Okay, so it has put my dudes in the position they're supposed to be in. It's an in joke, Netweaver. There's this horrible music that he makes me listen to in my Discord. Okay, so presumably unlocking things is going to happen later. I saw something about being able to expand the graveyard with these, which I didn't get any, so let's go straight to the next fight, I guess. Hovering over the delete button. Oh no, he's a real person. He's... You haven't heard of the Japanese goblin? Oh, I just straight up got the souls. Okay. For nothing. How do I use them, though? Huh. Maybe it will show me later. Play it for the stream. I will not. What if that's, what if it's copyrighted and it gets my channel annihilated? Can't do that. God, look at all these resources. I feel like I'm playing Heroes of Might and Magic with less good sprites. You don't use them yet? Okay. So we do have some choices, it seems, in terms of which path I take. Oh boy, oh my fucking god. Oh my, oh no. This is too big. Is this the entire game, I wonder? That's interesting, Netweaver, yeah. I thought they started to crack down on that. Restore mana to Iratus or vigor to minions. Huh. Oh hey, I can get free minions here. Okay, let's do this then. Yeah, Quad 9s. This game is called this game is called Tales of Majayel. It's a roguelike video game. It's a really cool game. This is the first level, I see. Iratus possesses the following stats and resources. Mana needed to use talents from the magic iron destruction trees. I don't have talents yet. Mana is restored to every victory in combat through minion abilities or via certain encounters on the map. Wrath needed to use the ultimate abilities of your minions, which we haven't limit broken yet. Increases the effectiveness of active Iratus talents. So this is another difference between this and Darkest Dungeon. I mean, There is some iteration happening here, where you have some guy that's able to use abilities kind of outside of the combat, or over top of it. Okie dokie. Are you winning, son? I'm doing okay. Hey, blokes. Nice to see you, man. I am on cakewalk mode, but I was forced to do this. All right, let's buff our bros. Wait a minute. Other minions receive plus 10 luck. So how come I have to... Okay, good. It does actually affect everybody. Except for the skeleton, who's immune to buffs. He's whipping this guy into a frenzy. Plus 20 accuracy, huh? So... What is the thing that I did that charged forward? I see. It's described in the little image. It doesn't say it in the text. If you just look above, it says he goes forward three slots, and he also pushes the guy back. I love being immune to buffs. Yeah, based, right? Beeline Blood Curse. Okay. I see, Loveworm. Okay. Anyway, I definitely want Werewolf Man to stay in the front, so... I should check. The funny thing is, if I wanted to play it optimally, I would have to check every single thing that these guys can do, which doesn't seem to be visible to the player. So, if I really wanted to play optimally, I would have to look at a wiki. I think. What's this? Oh, those are my different things I can do. Huh. Because, I mean, like, the purpose of moving dudes around in Darkest Dungeon, which I think also suffered from this problem, was to change the things that the enemy did. Okay, so we now know this guy can hit back there, I guess. I mean, there's no way I'm going to remember all this. Interesting. Stance. Stances have not been described to me yet. Whenever an enemy moves... okay, okay. That's another reason to move things, I guess. I'm just gonna do this. Who has the least sanity? This guy here. What debuff is that? Minus 30 accuracy, huh? Sets the target on fire for 3 turns, dealing 7 to 8 damage per turn. 7, 14, 21. Red helmet equals valid targets. Yeah, no, I understand. I've picked that up. Optimal is less than fun. Have I tried Darkest Dungeon 2? No, Conquest 2, I have not. I did hear that they made that, and I haven't checked it out yet. Is it less, tedious? Did they improve the game in that respect? Because that was my big problem with the previous one. I think I'm just gonna... do this.
I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Oh wow, they are just going straight past the guy in the front. Okay. Going to have to remember that's a thing that happens. Can't stack the Curse of Madness. That makes him move forward. Interesting. Okie dokie. Okay, missing is a thing that happens. I didn't know that. I guess that makes sense since there's an accuracy stat. I would explain what's wrong with Darkest Dungeon 2, but Twitch wouldn't like it. Is it like progressive social signaling type crap? I mean, is that the long story short? Because I refuse to give money to people who do that. Can I kill this one? Yes, I can if I don't miss. Oh yeah, no, I won't be playing that game then. Oh, no, no, no. Post thoughts in treehouse? What? You know what? Let's make this guy crazy. Huh. 200% physical damage, huh? Okay. This one has the least HP, but I've already got a sanity to 0, so why don't we just focus on the dudes on the front? 14 to 16, 8 to 10. So the goal of this guy is basically to... The purpose of this guy is to get through armor because he has a magic attack, I guess. He doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage except... Well, I could use Cannonball and knock this guy to the back, I guess.
Blow them to pieces.
Moving units and enemies is a really big part of the game. Would say it's even more so than direct damage at times. In some fights, it's the complete opposite. Yeah, that's kind of how it was in Darkest Dungeon. I mean, I'm seeing some of the combos already that you can do. One turn stance, a stance that ends at the start of the character's next turn. Stance until the battle ends. Uh-huh. Where's the duration, I wonder? I guess I'll find out when I look at my girl here. Also, where's my wrath meter, I wonder? Like, these require wrath to do, but I don't actually see my wrath anywhere. Oh wait, here it is, I assume. Zombie cannon guy can be built for big damage? Hell yeah. Alright, so hunting down, let's get our big damage, right? Not that we need a lot of it. Let's, was this available before? I don't know. It wasn't because I wasn't this far forward. 100% chance to redirect any attack that targets the marked minion to itself. So the skeleton can be like a tank. And I say 12 armor, so he would be tanking for, you know, one of my other guys and basically blocking all the damage. I still need to understand exactly how stress works, because if I stand a good chance of instantly killing something when its stress is already 0, that'd be nice. I think we're just gonna do this though. And cut down his block. The official Reddit massively signaled things, and there is stuff in game. You ask if I'm winning, son, as in, are you doing alright, son? I'm doing okay, blokes. I haven't been streaming a lot lately on account of the fact that I've been in the process of moving. I am now moved into my new place. Hey, insta-kill. My whole thing is I want to become self-sufficient as far as food goes, and basically everything else. Because you can you know, you can live in a big city if you want, but if anything bad happens, you know, it's kind of a bad place to be. And given how quickly gasoline went from, you know, cheap to a bajillion dollars a gallon, typically these things are all kind of tied together, and I see something. Economically speaking, I see something on the order of the Great Depression happening within my lifetime. And so, one of the reasons I haven't been streaming is because I wanted to get property. I wanted to kind of set things up over here and learn to do some of those things. I've worked with software my whole life, you know, and I want to kind of do more things in the real world now. Yes, that will probably happen, NetWeaver, but the thing is that all of this stuff is tied together. And by all of this stuff, I mean literally everything. I mean that I would not be shocked if you go to the grocery store a year from now and everything that you could buy today is now 3 times what it was today in a year. Yeah, I know, blokes. How about that? 2x vampire, 2x werewolf is optimal? Well, I'm told I should get werewolves, so we'll see. Hey, Fox. Thanks for the vote of confidence, my friend. Isn't even there anymore. What are you talking about, Prismati? Or Prismat? Empty groceries. Ah, yeah. But that's the thing, is you're called like a conspiracy theorist or whatever if you point this stuff out. Betrayal. 75% chance to attack an ally based. Too bad there aren't any. So she has like no ability to do regular damage. Except for this Howl, which is really, really cool. Maybe I should put her in front. If that's guaranteed... Oh wait, no, that's Wrath. I can't do that. Huh. Agriculture is an American export? Well... Kinda. We get all of our... Well, we don't get all of our fertilizer from Russia, but we get a lot of it. So, one might think that maybe sanctioning the country that provides a lot of your goods that you need to create food is perhaps a bad idea, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I mean, to me, and I don't want to get... I don't know exactly what I'm allowed to say here. I mean, maybe I'm not even allowed to have this opinion politically, but it strikes me as ridiculous, the idea of sanctioning a country, a major, one of the most powerful countries in the world that exports a tremendous amount of goods, and things needed to maintain infrastructure and so on and so forth. It strikes me as an almost suicidal endeavor to sanction a country like that, akin to shooting yourself in the foot, because everything, these people insisted on globalizing everything, right? So even as a kid, this struck me as crazy. Like, I was a little kid, and I remember reading, like, oh yeah, America is no longer an industrial society, it's moving into being a service economy. And as a little kid, I'm just thinking, what the fuck is a service economy? This is stupid. And it's like, oh no, instead of producing tangible goods that people can like eat or use for fuel or otherwise physically improve their lives in some way, we provide services. That's what we do now. We've evolved past. And I'm thinking, we didn't stop needing all of this physical shit that you need to survive, like like fertilizer or I don't know, steel or, cars that run for more than 100,000 miles before falling apart, but fucking American companies still get to produce this garbage because they know they're going to get a bailout even if they screw up, so why not? And so what we did was, over the course of my entire life, as a country, we have thrown away all of our manufacturing, and now we're wondering, oh gee, why are we having economic problems? And even as a kid, it struck me as insane because I'm thinking, okay, so what happens if you get into some kind of conflict, whether it's a war or just like a spat, with the country that's producing all of your shit? Imagine we had like a conflict with China. How is that going to work out when they produce, I don't know, everything that we use on a day-to-day basis? And like all of our rare earth minerals and things that you need to build things like solar panels come from other places. And yeah, globalization has directly created this weird situation where, I don't know, it's just like, I feel like the people running the country have their heads just firmly lodged up their asses because, first of all, what is the ruble now? Isn't it worth more than when this conflict started? Is that still the case? That was the case for, I believe that was either the case or close to the case for a little while recently, and maybe still. And then look at the prices of things in America right now. And you're going to tell me that all those dumb sanctions that we levied have nothing to do with what's going on over there? Say that counts for stream dies. Uh-oh. No one can go to war because no one can afford it. Is not that the intent? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I wanted to invest in the ruble, actually. When I heard about this stupid shit they were doing, because I knew this is exactly what would happen. I thought to myself, Russia is a country that produces things. America is a country that doesn't really produce things. Which one is going to have a currency? I mean, we can play these little currency games for, as long as we want, but eventually the chickens come home to roost and somebody's got to pay Russia for all that energy they're exporting. Unless like countries like Germany just want to go without heating for a winter or two. And so I'm thinking to myself, like, gee, I would really like to invest in the ruble because this shit is so backwards and it's just not going to work. They're going to come out of this better than they were before, logically speaking. But then they removed any ability for me to invest in the ruble, and I couldn't do it legally, so I didn't. No, you can't really do anything with it right now. I wanted to hop onto Forex and Forex exchange and do some stuff with that, and they politely told me to go screw, you know. Anyway, yeah, sorry about sitting on the screen forever. This is the game people play in my channel. They talk about something political and then, you know. So you're telling me they did it on purpose? I mean, I don't know, blokes. Either the people who run my country are utterly incompetent, or they are utterly malicious and they just want to basically ruin everything. It's one of those two things. It has to be. Talents. Winning battles gives me experience. Hell yeah. Magic spells weaken foes. Ire, spells strengthen minions. Destruction deals direct damage to minions, or to enemies. Requires mana to use. Alchemy increases the efficiency of your minions and resource economy. So my instinct is that you just spam alchemy to start with. I heard the government say Russia funds our government. What? What? I don't know, like, I can't even get into the whole Ukraine thing, because if I did, I'm pretty sure I would be breaking Twitch terms of service just by voicing some of my opinions on that. I will say this, you can look up articles from before this conflict, and you can see Western media talking about things like the Azov Battalion. You can see them openly saying, oh man, these guys are Nazis. And as soon as this conflict started, those articles dried up, and now you're some kind of conspiracy theory if you suggest that those guys maybe have some associations that your average leftist in America normally would have a problem with, except the man in the TV, Mr. Media Man, journalists, quote unquote, if you want to call them that anymore even, tell them, oh no, these are the good guys. And so we have this bizarre situation. Your average leftist in America is so fucking brain dead that they have been made to cheer for people who have Nazi insignias on their uniforms, which is, it's comical in a very dark kind of way. It just shows how amazingly sheep-like these people are, and I hate to say that because it makes me sound like one of those high school kids who know-it-all type person who says the word sheeple, but I don't know another word for it. NPC, I guess? I don't know. This dude doesn't even breathe. you won't have it, Quad Nines. I'll just keep talking. But yeah, I mean, but in the raw inconsistency of it, and it's not a conspiracy. You can look up their symbols. It's got a fucking, they've got like a black sun, and then they've got like an SS symbol transposed on top of it, or transposed. It's on top of it and turned to the side. It's like two different Nazi symbols. It's just like very clear what these people are, but you've got the left in America basically cheering for them. It's incredible. The world has a taste for divine comedy. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, hey, I'm being spoken to by a mumbling necromancer because I haven't moved in long enough. Okay, that's actually very distracting. All right, so we have four tiers. This is our resource economy type stuff. Okay, more souls, so more graveyard stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Restore 100% more vigor when I use distillation, which I don't know what that is yet. Just gonna read this for a second. That seems powerful. We have 3 points, by the way. Minions receive +3 dread. I forget what that is. I was told that I should rush some kind of blood curse thing, so I guess we'll just take that advice. Oh, there it is. Target enemy loses 25 +1 luck till the end of battle. If they escape, Iratus receives a vampire after winning the battle. Okay, so I think the Banshee did some kind of thing trying to make things make enemies escape. So I could combo Banshees with this. Is this game good? I'm enjoying it. It seems a little complicated, and it may have some of the same problems as Darkest Dungeon, where I'm guessing it becomes tedious a little bit over time. But I don't hate it. I don't hate it so far. A blind playthrough of a game without advice.
Knowledge and will comes victory.
I mean, I don't have to take the advice. Okay, so we just used that. This costs 3 talent points, so I can actually save. Well, I don't ask about optimal, I comment about optimal. And people then tell me what they think is optimal. I mean, I probably would have gone for the Blood Curse anyway, because I like the idea of getting a free vampire every fight. Restores 5 additional mana after each fight. I should find a use for mana, though, is the thing. I'm happy to figure out the optimal on my own. Yeah, let's get a use for that magic we just got. Always do the opposite. Blind playthrough would just be YouTube VODs with no live stream. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is it's kind of hard to have a conversation about an ongoing conversation with viewers if they're not allowed to backseat just a little bit, you know? Intentionally bad advice based. 25 +1 magic damage. Huh. 10 to 18 damage, positions 1 and 2. Well, it looks like... Huh. This seems to be the 2 different... these seem to be the 2 different big nuke spells. Stuns the target for 1 turn. Ooh, that's good. Alright.
A power from ancient times.
Okie dokie. I might as well get some econ stuff too. Why not?
The formulae reveal their secrets.
Mods should be allowed to ban each other. It should be a trust-based system. It was made like 2 combats ago. What are you saying, Verboin? Absolutely unintuitive UI-wise. You can upgrade the components of your pawns by clicking the little up arrow on them. Really? So I could open up this dude. I don't see an up arrow. What you talking about? Bet for channel points, though. I didn't see that. Okay. Give me some free minions, brother. What if I don't know what these are? I mean, that's a banshee, and I think that's the archer lady, and that's something else. Can I not hover over and have it tell me what they are? Okay. Okay, so we'll have 2 banshees now. We'll put the skeleton over here so he can heal during the next few fights. Let's go here. Wait, can I not? Will it not let me go backwards? That's interesting. I thought that it was, okay, that makes a lot more sense. So these paths are... This is Slay the Spire style. You can't go backwards, you can only go forwards. I think we're still in Cakewalk. Yeah, Quad Nines, I agree. I think they should have to generate hash, you know, like about 1,000,000 hashes per second. And whoever guesses the correct hash, that's how we secure the network of moderation, and then they get to ban someone. Huh. I wonder if I can crit on sanity targeting attacks. $100 Rubik's Cubes. Hell yeah. Hey, can I saw something like this in gameplay. I think we're gonna... I think we're gonna boost the animation speed a bit. Blockchain-based moderation. Hell yeah. Yeah, I tell you, this game could really benefit from just a little thing beneath these guys saying what they're gonna do next. Also, I can't hover this and have it tell me what they are. I think this is just the regular dodge thing for physical attacks, but I'm not sure. Whoa, holy shit, that's really fast. Okay, that's maybe a little too fast. I'm not that expert yet. Let me just put it on 2. Can't right-click them? So I can. Okay. This describes them. Doesn't say what they're going to do. I wonder if this stacks. Maybe it doesn't stack. It probably told me if it stacked or not. Whoops. Okay, where's the... There it is. It's unselectable, Fox. Oh, it doesn't stack. It told me right here that it doesn't stack. Okay. Okay, I need to figure out what Dread does because I'm seeing a lot of things that affect it. Shows how much damage this minion will deal with its stress attacks. Okay. Okay, so if we had like a team of 4 Banshees, we could do some wailing and get some real power out of that. This no ability seems like it'd be good to do at the early part of the fight.
She dies so that you can live.
The Dark Knight and White are pretty good for stress. Okay. Yeah, I figured the incorporeal type stuff would be pretty good. At the start of each turn, loses 40% of its maximum vigor. Receives an extra action. Oh no. Okay. Oh, here we go. So we now have maximum wrath. We can use these wrath abilities now. %, physical damage to any enemy at the marked position and moves to a first position. Attack doesn't spend an action. Werewolf doesn't miss this attack 1 target per round. Okay. This seems better. Oh, cool. We missed. So we get some more free attacks here. What is my accuracy? 105%. So how is it possible that I'm missing? I see. It shows me my accuracy. Is it different? 65, 70. 65, 70. So it's the same for these attacks. Okay. Should probably pay attention to these blocks. Yeah, and they're debuffing my accuracy. Okay, that makes sense.
Your cries are music to me.
I wonder if maybe using 2 Banshees is a mistake. Seems to make these fights take longer. Hey, there we go. Okay, so if you do any damage to the guys with 0 sanity, any physical damage, they might just die instantly. That's pretty cool. Huh. Was this made by Russians? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. The beginning of his next action is when this ambush effect takes place. I wonder if the Wrath lasts into next combat or if it restarts every time. Yeah, Quad Nines, why don't you go play Wizardry 4? It's this new game. You get to play this guy named Weirdna. I don't know if your graphics card can handle it, though. It's kind of brand new. Remember to blood curse them if they're going to run. Well, I don't have that yet, but how do you know if they're going to run? Yeah, Blux loves that game.
Ashes to ashes.
Hell yeah.
To dust.
Berserk, oh no. Thank you, Napo. Also, welcome to the stream. Dom's 5. My god, that game. Oh boy, that game is very complicated. Of course there's an Ubuntu version. So there's a debuff icon for that, huh?
I'd hate to see plants using.
Sorry about the allowed water drinking. Hey, we found a lot of brains. Okay, so... Okay, it's going to explain leveling to me now. Grants a minion stat and skill points. Every level, a minion gets 2 stat points for improving stats. Every 3rd level, 1 skill point for upgrading abilities. Parts can be grafted onto a minion. Parts grafted onto a minion can be improved via souls. Parts of a higher quality, blah blah blah, more stat points, sure. Grafting a brain immediately gives me experience. Okay, so I can get stats now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess I will just spam stress attacks then. Oh, what's going on? Can I can't put another one there. It has to be on one of these 3. Huh. Yeah, I got you, Loveworm. I wonder if accuracy even is affected by stress attacks. Or if stress attacks can have critical hits or not. I bet you they can. Hopefully they can. So you were saying the 4 items on the bottom of the Banshee that she's made of, you said that I can upgrade these. But I don't see how to do that. I'm assuming an arrow shows up later, perhaps? Speed is important too, or else you will never hit anything, huh? Speed. Where is speed? Do you mean accuracy? Oh, you're saying I can like trade this for, and when you say upgrade, do you mean I can like trade in the ones that I have? Huh. Huh, okay. Oh, I see. No, there it is. There's the speed. No, I see, Loveworm. So we have a very nice brain right now. So, let me ask you something. With speed, does that actually let me act more often? Because if it does, that's like the ability. That's the best ability in the game. Also, I see now here's the cost, and these are the points. That's why I could only do one or the other. Only the turn order is affected. Oh, really? Give me that back then. If this isn't Final Fantasy Tactics style, then it's okay if they attack first. No, speed is how often you act. Well, Fox and Inchi you guys can have a fist fight and let me know who wins, I guess. It seems like the bonuses for these things are different based on which monster it is. Like the Banshees can get evasion of 4 every time they get leveled up, whereas not so for the zombie. FFT Ramza only stream win. I'll do it, but I will completely abuse the... What's that one ability he can do where he like pumps his fist or something and it gives him more attack power, and you just like sit there in that one fight that everybody gets filtered by where you can't save before it, or like you do save before it and you can't like unsave, you can't go anywhere else. Yell. Yeah, I remember I got trapped there once as a kid because I had saved and I didn't have a backup or anything on my memory card. And so I'm trapped in this fucking boss fight that I couldn't win. And so I just gave him that, or he had that ability, and I just remember I figured out that you could spam it, and it would increase. I think it increased his damage, and it increased how fast he was. So you basically sat there like Goku style and charged up your spirit energy for 20 minutes while hiding in a corner, and somehow that allowed you to defeat that boss when you otherwise probably couldn't. Okay, so this guy gets accuracy easily. He gets, wow, he can get block and ward. They're very expensive, though. You get to take 23 turns in a row. Yeah, I remember that. That's sick. So we kind of want to build this guy into like a super tank. Let's just give him speed, and I think I'm going to save his other stat point. Improve a minion by using a brain. If I only had a brain. How come her ass is glowing, I wonder, and nobody else is? Anyway, I'm being forced to use a brain, so do I just drag it in? Is that what it is? Okay, so now I have abilities. I can upgrade abilities. I kind of want to just... Wow, that's hilarious. It upgrades it to have more O's. Okay, it actually does different things. Oh shit. You get Wrath instead of mana. So it's not really a strict buff, it's like a difference, you know? And I see little symbols here. It seems like I'm getting accuracy if I get this, I'm getting more dread if I get that, I'm getting attack power if I get those. On top of the ability. Huh. Okay, we're gonna build a funny little team that moves people around a lot, I guess.
I expect results.
Uh-huh. So I still have one skill point. Now, what has happened here? Oh, wait a minute, I see. There was another option. Okay. Ignores ward. That's okay. I would have picked this anyway. You go one or the other, you know, different directions with it. I see. It's 20 dread for their next action. I wonder if minions can be named. They can, it seems. First person in chat who wants to be any of these characters, just call out what you want to be called, and I will give it to you. Or tell me which monster you want to be, and I'll give you the name. Good catch there, Loveworm. Hmm. 14 attack plus 14 dread. Big bone for the Skelly. Alright. Hey, are you an archaeologist? Because I have a large bone that needs examining. Call the Banshee Dandelion. I have two, though. Okay, I think I'm gonna get the Chilling Whale.
Get back to battle.
Yeah. And we need to make sure her speed stays above the other Banshee's speed. See, your main character is a dude. Can you make your main character a big booba goth girlfriend? No! I won't do it! Oh, this is interesting. This is why I was confused. I don't think the Banshee can upgrade her speed. That's wacky. She literally does not have that option. The little lightning bolt's missing. If I go over here, there it is. If I go here, oh, not here. Huh. Asking for a friend, huh? I see. Well... Gosh, I almost want to grab some evasion. And I think I will. Is the werewolf undead too? Maybe. Where would I see that? He doesn't look undead to me. You can pretend it's a zombie. Oh, you're just joking around. I thought it was like a real... I think we're probably going to get rid of this other Banshee. Because the abilities don't stack, right? So it's in my interest not to do that. Maybe she'll be part of, like, the B team, you know? Okay, mods. You gotta ban the wanna become famous guy. I can become famous? Man, Tony must be asleep. Alright, I'll do it myself. Hold on. Ban. Yes. Goodbye. Anyway. He deleted his message for free. I did. So I'm trying to remember, how do I build dudes? I thought it was on this screen here. Not to the dungeon. Creation. There it is. Okay, I was told that the Dark Knight and the White are good for sanity damage. I assume you meant the Wraith. That's okay, Tony.
Every war needs its generals.
Huh. Dark Knight can't be critically hit. Okay. Magic attack. Stress attack. Hey, that's not bad. Plus 12 dread until the end. Wow, I can just like spam that, I guess. Until I'm in the front row. And then I can use Ghostly Veil to go back if I have enough Wrath. Wait, no, that doesn't even cost Wrath. Dibs on the first Lich you recruit? Okay. What about this fellow? What does he do? Physical, stress. Oh, sick. You can just charge up Wrath with that. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm not really liking the zombie. I think we're gonna... Actually, why don't I just make a Lich right now? Oh, wait. I can't. Oh, okay. Now we see how to unlock things. Get a minion to level 5 to get a mummy. Slay 60 enemies to get the Lich. Defeat 2 bosses. Headhunter. Insanity and 80 enemies to get the Shade, which I will do that. Turn 3 enemies into vampires. So we have to get the Blood Curse to do that. Alright, blokes. Have a good rest, man. It was good to see you again. Okay, so I'm thinking... Gosh, I sure wish I knew what his speed was. Where's the little lightning bolt? 4. 5. So she'll move first. Which means I'm trying to plan out these fights. I wanted to buff with Dread, but if I were to open up with... Well, no, what she'll do is she'll open up with the stance, and then she'll start using Whales. So he can spend a turn using Evolution. Okay. And then he can just use Necrotic Wind. So he'll have to go back so he can still use Necrotic Wind after that. Hell yeah, and it kills their initiative, which is super sick. And how about you? Where can you do your things from? Physical attacks. Stress attack, okay. Yeah, we're going to be like the Stress Master here. Stress Master 9000. And I want to be able to move people around if I can. Zombies from Wales. None of these move people around. How about we put Big Bone back then? Because I know Big Bone can move people. Oh wait, no. I'm not even looking correctly. It doesn't say it in the text, it shows it in the image. Yeah, no, this doesn't move anybody around. This moves people around, but he needs to be in the back to do it. Which sucks. Okay. So we know that the Banshee can move stuff just with the Scream ability. I'm not sure if the stance is really worth it just for that though. It looks like the Wraith can't move enemies either. Can this guy? Can NG Matt the werewolf do it? No. Huh. Okay. Trying to build my cute little team here. I bet she can do it.
Heartbeats
Alright, was that the last one out of things that I... No, there's still... Wait, I don't have to craft them to look at what they can do. Okay. Okay, that's something. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, there it is. This is what we want right here. That moves people around. Hell yeah. Let's think of who we want to replace, though. So she can do it anywhere, but she moves backwards. Interrupt stances. Enemy stances, I assume, not mine. Man, she can scramble foes? Well, that's with the scream, yeah, but I'm trying to combo her abilities with some of this other stuff, you know? Okay. Okay, okay. Do I want to just get rid of the werewolf? I mean, we have a very sanity-heavy thing going on here if I do that. This is interesting. So she has 6 initiative, and the skeleton man has 6 initiative. If she were to go first and use warning shot... She would go... She would go backwards by 3, 2, 3, and that means he would go forwards, which means that he couldn't do his, Yeah, no, this is stupid. We're going to keep the werewolf as a tank, okay? Because he's only going to be able to do that one time, really. I don't have things to go back and forth. 1 HP and 1 sanity. Yeah, I think that's probably for the best. Then you can kind of play on which thing you're going to do based on what fight you're dealing with. That's another difference between this and Darkest Dungeon is, you know, you can kind of trade out your teams whenever you want per fight. So, I mean, there are some differences happening here. Okay, so what was I going to do? I was going to buff. She was going to come forward once. I don't know. Let's just jump into the next fight and see how it works, and I'll figure things out as I go. Ancient coffin filled with items, mythical chest containing artifacts. Some enemies are immune to sanity damage. Oh, suddenly we don't know what these enemies are. Okay. Do I want an artifact or do I want items? I want an artifact. Is this permadeath? I assume that if my guys die, they don't come back, yeah. That's fine, NG-Mat. I assumed something like that would exist. Okay, we have artifacts. Start of each combat, all minions gain 1 block, 1 ward for 2 turns. That's really strong. Plus 1 attack, 3 attack, and plus 3 dread. Plus 6 armor until the battle ends, and have a 12% chance to miss their turn. Hell no. Either the amulet or the armor. I'm gonna probably have to go for the armor. Can I press I and get to my inventory? Yeah, I can. Yeah, baby. Hey, wait a minute. What happened here? Did the consumable go away because I equipped it? I didn't use it. That's interesting. So if you equip a consumable, it just kind of gets used? Even if you don't use it in the fight? That's weird. Huh. Move position for 3 mana with Iratus spell if you like to. I don't think I have that spell, but yeah. I should be using magic more often. So like we have 100 of it, right? Okay, so yeah, NG-Mat, the werewolf, has like huge initiative, so he goes first. So we'll open up with the buff. Why not? Okay. Oh, you're right. No, these are default spells. That's what that does. I move my own guys though. I can't move enemies yet. Or can I? I don't know. Yeah, no, I can't do that to enemies. Yeah, so he'll use evolution. Do I have DLC for this game? I don't think so. Okay. Then we'll do this. Well, yeah, we'll do this. $75 HP, so we'll aim to kill the miner first, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this cursed doll thing on them here in a minute. So warning shot. I don't think my wraith is going to be able to still do his thing. I'm not sure. We'll see. Well, I can look. So the thing I would be... No, he's not going to be able to use Necrotic Wind anymore. Huh. So I don't want to use Evolution with him to move forward. I'll have to use Ghostly Veil to go back. So he gets moved back, and then we combo. Very good. He's crazy now. Wonderful. Yeah, this werewolf is definitely more of a physical attacker. Yeah. And the hunting down is the best physical damage I can do. Unless I need to take down armor, which I don't. Try to avoid killing the Taskmaster until the end. Okay, yeah, Taskmaster sends the guy forward. We get that ability. That's good. It's a good combo. Oh, she was fully in front, so no, I didn't stop my Wraith from being able to use Necrotic Wind. Look at that damage. 46 to 50. That's not bad. So, I'm just curious, will this take him negative? Because we just did like a shitload of stress damage to him. And now he's at 0. Yeah, it's not negative, so... And it didn't like kill him instantly or do anything to him. So it's just kind of curious. Huh. Okay. That buff does affect myself, that's good. Okay. So we have some Wrath now. Oh, I haven't been using my Cursed Doll. I want to do that real fast. I want to see... Does that steal my turn? No, but I could only cast one spell per turn. You built your werewolf to one-shot last slot enemies? Yeah, I imagine that with this hunting down, you could just, like, make him do tremendous damage. Seems strong. Stress attack. So I guess I don't understand why I'm not moving backwards when I use this. Because I'm supposed to, like, fly back behind these people. It says back 3. But that's not happening. So I am a bit confused. Let me read this for a sec. 0 sanity. This target has a chance to die when receiving any amount of stress damage. So is the chance higher if you do more stress damage? That's the real question. Okay, so I did go back. That didn't seem to happen before. I can't Necrotic Wind anymore. Look at all that damage. Wow. Terror Wave. Holy shit! I didn't even see that! Because it was a Wrath thing. That's amazing. This is gonna be sick. What? Why is she not doing her thing? Why did my stance end? Pretty much Serrano, as far as I can tell. This is weird. Something... Oh, Bride was in a trap last turn, so she can't move. Now she can't. Now she can. That makes sense. Why did my stance end, though? Was she perhaps in one of the 2 slots where you can't use this ability, and maybe that changed the stance? Because that's interesting, if so. Also, how come I can't cast a spell anymore? I must have like a... It must be like every round I can do it. Huh. I think it just ran out. So that's one of the stances that doesn't last for the whole combat. Okay. Well, I definitely see the Wraith Banshee combo. You want to use your Wrath to move everybody around while she's in that stance. Did someone say earlier this is the fucking tutorial? Yeah, that's, I do not like that about this game, is the tutorial is very long, and I would like to play the harder version, but I kind of understand why they've done it, because there's just, like, a lot going on here. Okay, everybody's insane. Spells move to... Mentioning earlier, Iratus is technically on the field. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I got a DM from somebody. I see that, blokes. Is that the, is that the same Matrix server where Sneed is, by any chance? Okay. 25. Technically, this could kill the guard, but probably wouldn't. Oh, that's your account. Okay. Yeah, I'll add you. Once the stream is over. Well, we can do this again. Hell yeah. Just kind of spam stress attacks and the things eventually die, you know? Seems like these guys basically do no damage, but then again, these 2 ladies are kind of hurt, so maybe not. Yeah, I can see like builds here where we could build like super tank guys and just have the Bride charge up. It says it doesn't say it doesn't stack, so it's kind of wild. But yeah, relying on the RNG of will they instantly die, will they not, I'm not sure if I like that. It's probably necessary versus some enemies, but, I don't know. Edit your save files, plain text. Love War, I'll just play through it. I like to do my best to, see what the game actually is like, you know? Without modifying it at all. And if that's one of the downsides of the game, then it is what it is, you know? I just restored his sanity to full. Because that gave me my mana back.
You know, if this keeps...
Have a random chance of running away every time their turn comes around, and I've been very unlucky so far. I have a suspicion it's just turned off for the tutorial. Can we cheat him out of the tutorial and then get stomped? I mean, I suppose I could. Uh-huh. 50% chance for each minion working at the excavation site to find a random part. Wait, I have to put... I have to give them a skeleton? Oh, because he's working. Sorry, Big Bone. Goodbye, Big Bone.
Was there an effort to set me free sometime in the past? Regardless, these remains will be used as fuel for my growing army.
Oh wait, there's other things here. Each minion restores 10 mana. Twice after a victory. Oh. I just get full HP back after every fight? That seems good. Jesus. This seems really strong. 8% of the experience from the current level. Every battle. All of this stuff seems good. I wish I hadn't built this stupid thing. I mean, it's fine. Oh my god. I mean, I've got to get this, bro. This is gonna ramp up my ability to build these things up. The menu you put in gets healed. Oh, really? So you can put something else in here is what you're saying? Well, I don't have the souls to do that. One minion per slot, and it will be taken out of the game until you take it out of the crypt. Yeah, okay. Oh, this is interesting. So I can build more on top of this. Okay. So this will pay for itself in average of 5 battles, which is maybe not great. Oh shit. That seems good. Yeah, whatever. Talents. I leveled up, but I only have 2 points, which means I cannot get the blood curse. But nobody seems to be running away, so I don't know if I should be bothering. It looks like I... Okay, I've got to get this. The blood souls, or the digger souls are very important. And then I'll just save this, so I'll have 3 points that I can just spend on the blood curse if I want. The flavor is good, Quad Nines. I don't hate it. You know what this reminds me of? Was it Heroes of Might and Magic? It couldn't be 4. It's probably 5. I think it reminds me of the Necromancer aesthetic from Heroes of Might and Magic 5. Just everything about the visual, the art style happening here. That is definitely a strong point for the game. There's no question in my mind about that. So none of my guys have leveled up. I see a little plus mark next to him, because he has 1 stat point left over that I'm kind of saving. Oh, I see. Here we go. I can use the souls to upgrade these individual items. No clue what they do, though, and I don't really want to waste them. Okay, okay. Okay, sure. All minions gain 100% of the experience from the current level. Iratus. Is it Iratus or Iratus? He's very irate, so we're going to call him Iratus. 100% of the experience in the current level. Let's level our main dude up, brother. Okay, so you really actually only get 1 point at a time, not 2. Okay. Cost 3 talent points. Yeah, okay, I get it. Uh-huh. So we haven't looked over this alchemy stuff yet. Which seems to be a very integral part of the game, good lord. Like... What? 3 parts of the same type and rarity to a new item. Oh wait, I have to actually press craft.
Skeleton will clean up this mess.
So it gave me nothing? Is that the joke? So I can get mana, I can get HP. Okay, that worked. Three parts of the same type and rarity to a new item. 3 parts of any type to a different new part. Chance of getting an uncommon part or better rises based on the part quality and my level. I don't understand what's happening with extraction versus transmutation, but... Oh, hey! Oh! Based! Okay. Restart on more paint. Okay. Never bothered with it. It looks like it could be important, particularly the thing where you can just heal yourself, you know? Okay, so I just... Have I earned anything? Wait a minute, I thought I had to beat a boss to get to this. To good always wins. Looks like I can go straight to quote-unquote hard difficulty, I guess. Minions don't recover any vigor out of battle. I wonder if that's also true of things on the other, like the B team. Iratus doesn't recover any mana out of battle. Okay. Okay, base. Let's go for the big boy mode. Start the game on Good Always Wins. I strongly recommend you fuck right off. Let's go, baby. Ruin my asshole. That's what these games are supposed to do. They're supposed to just completely annihilate you and make you hate them. If you don't hate the game by the time you're done with it, the game has done a poor job. Unlocking unit progress is kept. Well, I didn't unlock anything, so... Oh, wait. Oh, wait, whoa, no. Okay, I get what you're saying. So you're saying that because I've triggered insanity, for instance, and a certain number of enemies... Oh, wait, no, there it is. It says right there. I can read. Reading is fundamental with a T. Remaining amount 69. The funny number. Okay, so that's cool. Cool story, bro. I see why you wanted me to get the blood curse, so I could actually unlock vampire. How about that? So here's a question. My starting team, is that random? Or is this what you always start with? A Zambi, a Skellington, a Dark Knight, and a female. Dark Souls Fist only. The only thing I know about Dark Souls is that you can show up in other people's worlds with a giant bow and shoot them off cliffs, which struck me as probably what I would be doing the entire time I played that game. Oh, we start with a bunch of stuff, too. And a talent point, okay. I've actually never played a Dark Souls game. Ever. I had a friend who was really into it. I used to play D&D with him. And he got on me for never playing it.
Spells, hexes, curses.
Alright, we're gonna save up for Blood Curse this time. Play Bloodborne instead. Should I... Oh, should I, Should I play that Elden Ring game? That's like the latest Dark Souls, right? Should I just pick up Elden Ring? Because people keep telling me that I should stream that and get my ass kicked on stream, completely blind. Please God, no. Why not, Anani Badger? He's just so tired of seeing that shit. Well, Anani Badger is one of the people who subs to me, so I'm afraid I can never play a Dark Souls game now, lest my money hose dry up. Dude, money is in short supply. I don't want to complain, but holy shit, I told you guys I was buying property, right? Well, what I want to do is farm, right? I have discovered that things like tractors, very expensive. The equipment that you need to even have like a reasonably sized garden to support a family with, like if let's say you wanted to eat, okay, so let's say you wanted to eat every piece of, every vegetable that there is, comes out of your garden. You actually don't need that much space. Maybe 200 square feet per person. If you want to have a decent variety, you might want to go a little bigger than that. So you can get like a shitty little tiller for $1,000, but it's going to be maybe 1 foot wide. So let's say you have like, I don't know, 1,000 square foot garden. That means that you're going to be going up and down it. To till the whole thing one time, you will be going up and down it 100 times. And you're probably going to have to do that a few times if you've never had a farm, if you've never farmed anything on that land. And that's not even getting into things like plowing and disc harrows and blah, 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 which I think you kind of need a tractor for. I've gotten this sort of crash course education in this crap. I don't want to be like a lazy fat boomer and sit around and drive something over my garden if I can do it by hand and push. I'm not really complaining about that, but it does seem like there's kind of like a time investment problem where eventually you're spending more time doing these things than you'd rather be doing, because there's like 1,000 different things you might want to do. Like for instance, I spent like all day building a compost heap the other day, and I'm not even done. Like I was setting up an enclosure for it with cinder blocks. Wood chips, tilling is for scrubs. Well, you still need to you still need to churn the earth unless you have like a greenhouse with raised beds or something. Don't injure your back for no good reason. Yeah, I mean that's the other thing. As much as I definitely want to do as much work as possible, physical labor, I also don't want to completely destroy myself. Square of 32 would be 1,000 square feet. Did I say 1,000? Did I say 100 times? You're right. Yeah, I misspoke. I meant to say 1,000 feet in length, which would be that would be an insanely big garden. My brain is a little fried from this stuff, as you can see. Anyway, so we don't have any levels on our guys to start with. But we do have these 4 dudes. I'm not going to think very much about their positioning. I'm just going to go for it. I don't think there's anything else I can really do. Oh, we do. We do have an artifact to start with. At least... Oh, wait, no, we don't. That's not a 1, that's an I, letting me know what the hotkey is. Yeah. Restore mana to Iratus or Vigor. 2 minions, we don't need that. Cultists. Oh, yeah, buddy. But we have to fight these guys first. Alright, now we're in, like, semi-big boy mode. Got some stuff happening. Sinister Strike. Will deal 195% physical damage to a random target. Uh-oh. Random target. So, I mean, I guess I could just play Buff Man, Plus 10 attack and plus 10 dread till the battle ends. 23... See, I can't kill any of these guys particularly fast, so... Little house. Why do you get so mad when I talk about farming, Quad Nines? This is the second time you said house on the prairie. There's nothing. Do you think it's shameful, perhaps, to want to become self-sufficient? Because I know you're just like fucking around and joking, but I actually do think it's worth mentioning that there is this culture, and it's weird because in America there used to be this culture where self-sufficiency was a respectable thing. You were like living a simple life, you know, and you were providing for yourself, your family, and so on and so forth, and being a guy, or a woman for that matter, but like being a person who had a number of like sort of salt of the earth type skills was considered noble. No, I know you're just talking shit. I'm not actually taking it personally, but I just think it's interesting to talk about because I do think that there is a culture now where if you're not like sitting in a fucking cubicle building Excel spreadsheets for some dickhead who's on his fourth yacht, you're like, it's like shameful somehow. The tables have turned. It's the same way that college is basically a scam in like 90% of cases, like just a meat grinder designed to get 18-year-olds who don't know any better to take these fucking loans that they can never get away from and end up in debt slavery that they can never escape, even if they file bankruptcy, so they can go get a degree in like underwater basket weaving or like women's studies. And I don't know what kind of job you get from that, but it's probably not going to be terribly high paying. Like you can go get a degree like that and pay tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. And you're not considered to be, and I'm speaking as a guy with a graduate degree. I think it's sickening that you're not considered to be an adult until you've shelled out all that money. It's the same thing where people are encouraged, oh yeah, move away from your parents' house at age 18. Like, yeah, I did that because I really, really valued self-sufficiency, but the bottom line is that's actually a stupid move. There's no reason to move away from your parents' house. Make some money. Don't pay rent. What are you doing? Like, go move out when you're ready to go get married or buy a house or something. To me, it's just ridiculous. Okay, so I'm going to pay $1,000 or more a month for the sake of what? So I can feel like I'm more of an adult. I think that's absurd. When I have kids, I'm not going to force that on them. I'm going to say, no, get a job, learn a skill, do something. And there's no good fucking reason for that person to just go pay rent for the sake of it, you know? Yeah, I don't think that's how that works in Honey Badger. I don't think they like that very much. Yeah, unrefined and redneck behavior for sure, and it's so denigrating toward what I believe. And I'll be honest, I believe that the guy who knows how to do some plumbing, the guy who knows how to wire up an appliance to the wall to a 220 volt or whatever, the guy who knows how to even clean out a gutter, something as simple as that, is worth 1,000 of the guy who knows how to work a spreadsheet or write a research paper. You know, I met a lot of bullshitters in academia who, I promise you that when push came to shove, if there was like a hard situation where society was in trouble, they would be the first ones, you know, on the street, like begging for food rather than doing anything valuable to get things back under control, you know, because they wouldn't know how to do anything tangible. But I mean, yeah, it's just it's infuriating to me, and it's doubly infuriating because I think when I was a kid, I fell into believing in this nonsense like Revenge of the Nerds type bullshit, you know, that movie, where you were somehow a better class of human being if you didn't know how to do any of that stuff and instead paid somebody to do it for you. Somehow you're like superior at that point. God forbid you become in tune with your body and become, you know, physically strong. Well, then you're just like a jock and you're stupid. It's just this asinine way of viewing the world. On some level, it's like a sour grapes type thing, where you have these people who, on some level, they have to know that they're lacking in important life skills and you know, a fundamental part of the human experience, and so it's like it's pure cope, right? They're huffing the copium. But on the other hand, I think there's a certain amount of animus there, where they actually are just like filled with hatred towards anybody who doesn't follow their own sort of lefty liberal type life path. you know. And you know, it's the kind of people who get on Twitter and they post pictures of, you know, some like poor rural, probably white type area of like a trailer or something and say, haha, are you tired of winning yet? It's that type of shit. These people are basically demons, you know, when you get right down to it. And it's completely hypocritical because they're the first ones who will tell you that you're supposed to care about the poor. You're supposed to care about the poor until they have a political idea you don't like, and then you're allowed to hate them, I guess. Who could ever spread such memes? Who indeed? I should probably do this fight. We haven't done any fights on the big boy difficulty. Can stop ranting for 5 seconds, perhaps. Alright, so Dark Knight seems more of like a hybrid type guy. Yeah, exactly, Quad Knights. So we have physical damage. We deal additional damage based on our armor and resistance, which I have been buffing, or will be buffing, with the skeleton. Okay. Sinister Strike. That is a buff. So I wonder if this stance, does it last for 1 turn? Does it last forever? Because it said that there were some stances that last forever. And I don't mind laughing at people who put money into Luna because that is a pure shitcoin in my opinion. And I don't want to kick people while they're down, but it was a foolish move. Let me put it that way. It was not the best idea. Okay. What do I want to do here? I guess I probably just want to... Do I even have a way to nuke these people's sanity? I'd rather just do damage. I'm going to do this stance just because I'm curious how long it'll last. And we'll kind of watch that closely. Didn't the guy behind Luna pull off another scam before? I believe that he created a another thing that he referred to as a stablecoin. I don't know if it was a scam or if it just fell apart. I don't know the specifics. Quad 9s. But I've been to college. You can't do that. Skelly can get buffs? Okay. I don't have the item yet. So I wonder what the purpose of this... I wonder if this doubles up in the way that that would be cool if it did. If you can, like, you know how you have, like, oh, I have 1 penny, now I have 2 pennies, now I have 4 pennies, or if it's additive. I want to know if it's multiplicative or it's additive with this buff, because if that's the case, you could just spam this thing and get, like, a super shot, you know. But I'm going to assume that's not how that works, and we're going to do this. So we'll keep buffing this guy. It says it stacks up to 3 times. Which I should probably put some on the zombie too, because he's getting hit. Okay, so is the stance over? I guess the stance is over, so it just lasts until... Okay, so it just lasts until his next turn. Amazing. So I wasted my turn. Deals additional damage equal to... Yeah, wow, that's really good. Okay, let's do that, baby. That adds up. Critical hit will deal 175% damage. Stress attack. Yeah, okay. Not too impressed with the stances so far. So the igniting stuff, I wonder if that happens at the start of their turn or at the end. I think it's at the start, which means that I don't need to do a lot of damage to him. Or I could miss, that's cool too. That's a good way to knock off that block though, so that's fine. Seems like I'm reconnecting to the Twitch chat again, so if I'm missing messages, I'm sorry. Could have buffed again, but I wanted to verify, or guarantee rather, that that guy would die. Didn't see the block. Whoops. Okay, so we'll have wrath attacks soon. It's interesting. The Dark Knight can regain HP from that. Cannonball, huh? So we can go backwards. It's kind of cool. 34 HP. Critted. He still won't die from the flame, though. However, he moves next turn, so I probably do want to kill him. Oh, wait a minute. We can use Abyssal Hunger now. So we can do a little damage to both. Then he dies from the flame at the start of turn. Okay, cool. Just thinking maybe I could target his sanity a bit. I should have just done a regular attack, though. That was a mistake, perhaps. Huh. So the armor didn't, it's not enough. Which makes sense, because he does, I can actually see his damage, 14 to 18. Uh-oh. My accuracy. 33 to 38. This could kill him. But it doesn't. Huh. Start of next turn. I didn't see that. That's interesting. If the zombie should be in the back, basically. Go home, Death Knight, you're drunk. Yes, indeed. All enemies lose lose one ward at the beginning of each battle. That's cool. Okay. So I want to go here real quick, because there's free stuff here. Dark Knight only. Oh, sick. We could build ourselves a really good Dark Knight, I guess. There's that item that I think it was NG Matt was talking about. You can give buffs to the skeleton. Start of each turn, zombie receives +4 accuracy and 15 damage, stacks 5 times. Goes away if zombie changes position. Hell no. Yeah, quad knights. Wedding gift. Well, I either want the bone or the heart of emptiness. Probably the bone. I don't know. Actually, maybe the mechanical aim. The problem is if he changes position, it screws him, which is a big problem. It seems like the most useful item here, though, for rushing out a fight, you know? Well, the skeleton item is good, but I don't know who it is that I would... how I would be buffing him, you know? The only buff that I have right now is from the skeleton. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna go for the Heart of Emptiness. I think long term we can build the Dark Knight into like a super tank, probably. Artifacts. So wear the Archmage robes.
Mortals tremble before me, well, even more than previously.
So how do I... Oh, he can just wear it there. Okay. Yeah, I see him. I'm still not quite sure what happens here, and I kind of don't want to because I want to upgrade my actual graveyard. I didn't really look at all of these. Whoops. That's not as good as it was in tutorial mode. So this is kind of interesting because the idea that, like, oh, I've got an injured guy, this is kind of part of the cost-benefit analysis is... Wait, what the fuck? I started with the mortuary, that's weird. What I was trying to say, though, is that, like, if I have an injured guy, I could just, like, put him, you know, in one of these things. The upgrades are permanent. It's cool. They don't get XP if they're not fighting, as far as I know. But what I'm saying is I could just, like, you can use these as resources to build these things. So if you have a guy that's hurt, you know, maybe just throw him away. No, Stormworm. Wait. Oh, is that what you meant? Is that what you meant, Loveworm? That's... Oh, that's wacky. That's like turbo meta progression. I didn't realize that. I'm not sure how much I like that. That's like... Now you just have to put a bunch of time investment before you can play the real game, you know? It really does encourage you to play on, like, bitch-made easy mode. Didn't I already build the excavation, though? That doesn't make sense. No, I built the excavation for sure. So some of them seem to be permanent, but some aren't. See, like, this is the initial build. So I think somebody's wrong. I don't even know if I built this. I don't think I built the mortuary. Oh, maybe I did. I guess I don't remember. I could have sworn I built two different things. You never finished that turn. Oh. Oh, Lord, really? Yuck. It didn't save. Yeah, no, no. I definitely built this guy. This one got... No, Naughty Badger. I 100% built this thing first. I think. Didn't I? Go check the video if I have to. Because I wanted to... I was like, this is optimal. Unless I... Oh, no, I did make this first. No, you're right. Because I didn't know what... I didn't realize that... how it worked, so I just kind of grabbed this thing. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay. Well, this is gonna fast track me to having more souls for later. No, you're right. I was remembering wrong. Creation.
The pact is signed. Let's hope there was no fine print.
Yeah, that's a little frustrating. So, is it unlocking it that sticks between sessions, or also these little upgrades? That's the big question. Because if the upgrades stick too, that's like a shitload of meta progression. Like a lot. I guess we can find out. It wants a Banshee. Huh. You're right about it all. God damn. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, it kind of just makes me want to, like, unlock everything so I can play the real game, you know? I haven't used this guy yet. Huh. I was hoping one of these guys had some kind of thing where, like, you know, permanent upgrades. I figured this would be the one, like he eats somebody and gets max HP or something, but perhaps this is not that kind of game. Hmm. Okay, okay. Oh wait, actually I should look at the upgrade. No. Well, I guess I'll just make a werewolf. Yeah, that sounds pretty good, Murder Dog. But I bet you that they're immune.
You will bring me their heads, their hearts, and everything else.
Okay, so we're gonna set this up. We've got our 2 tanks in the front. This seems like a pretty good team. Ah, I forgot to upgrade my talents. I bet you I didn't have the 3 points I needed, though, to get the vampire thing that I wanted, so that's okay. Okay. So these are good tanks. This guy will have defense, and this guy will regenerate. That's certainly true, Murder Dog. I agree. These guys have a lot of sanity, but this one doesn't. I think we're just gonna focus on damage, though. So why don't we go ahead and buff up a bit? Ayo, that's right. None of these guys have buffs or debuffs, so we just swing and completely fail. He gets knocked back, but he regenerates. That's fine. We're missing a lot. Apparently I need some damn accuracy.
My kingdom comes.
Uh-huh.
One by one, life.
So if he gets hit, but he blocks all of it, I wonder if I still get wrath and stuff. They haven't attacked him, really. Please shut the fuck up. Who's being told to shut up? The guy talking? I can turn that off if that's annoying. I, too, find that mildly annoying. Okay, so they can hit the 3rd row. He'll get hurt eventually. This is fodder. No, I understand. I'm just kind of curious if you can block all damage and still get your buff from that item that I found, where it gives me wrath and whatnot. Okay. Is it possible for me to heal the skeleton with any of his abilities? Looks like no. Huh, okay. It's interesting that he has a wrath ability that costs, it costs wrath, but just does a basic amount of stress damage. Should have just attacked, actually. My bad.
As your suffering ends, your service
Hex Bomb.
begins.
Start of combat, deal 30 to 45 stress damage to all enemies. One-time use. Okay, so the last time I equipped one of these things, it kind of disappeared even though I didn't use it. Whoever was starting his sentences with Ayo. That was probably me. Ayo. Ayo, that's right. Got a problem with that? It's just how I was raised, bro. 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 I grew up in the inner city, you see. Ayo. Okay. It's not bad evasion per level. But I think I'm gonna just give him some of that lightning speed, perhaps. Him acting more often is actually quite good if I'm able to buff his block and whatnot. Of course, I can also give him more block, which I probably will. And so instead of upgrading his damage directly, he's got that thing, you know, he's got this thing. Deals additional damage based on his armor resistance. So we give him armor, we give him resistance, we give him speed, and we just build him to attack like 1,000,000,000 times per second, getting all those buffs added to everything. That seems good, right? And then we give him this guy right here, which increases as 120%. Yeah, and he's just going to be a big boy attacker. I should probably think about how it is I'm going to build these other guys, but I just don't know enough yet, you know? Bony Bully. We can stun, that's cool. I mean, I really am of the mind that it's like, initiative really is... Oh, there's a max. Okay. That was going to be my next question. Initiative does seem to be really powerful. Basically replaces your attack. What does? Okay, this lady really likes to crit, so... And I have no ability to give her speed, so we're just going to give her a shitload of critical hit for the time being with luck. And probably save up our power otherwise. Upgrades are mutually exclusive. No, I figured that out in the tutorial. I didn't look at potion making yet. Oh, no. Don't, no. Don't do this to me. No. I hate this mechanic in video games where, oh yeah, just put in random bullshit until you find what fucking works. Like, everybody goes to the wiki. Everybody goes to the wiki for stuff like this. They do not try random items and hope to find out what you get. No fucking way. It just doesn't happen. There's like one dude for every 100 people. It's nice that it unlocks and lets you know what's what later, but I mean, what am I? Let me just put a skull and a weapon and a fucking... Oh my god, this is random bullshit, and hopefully I didn't waste my stuff. Alright. Something is right. So wait a minute. Okay, so you don't use up... This is actually... I can't tell if this is worse or better. I think this is actually worse. So what you're telling me is I don't have to use up my resources, but I do have to just put random things in here and wait for it to tell me that it'll work. Okay, that's... Yeah, that's dumb.
With knowledge and will comes victory.
I mean, Murder Dog, I agree, but I don't know. I'm not sure which is worse, because in one of them, the price you pay is, okay, I wasted some ingredients. In this way, it's like the price I pay is just the tedium of putting random things in... I don't know, you guys. I think both of those systems are bad. How do I... Yeah, okay, that's everything. Randomly... Yeah, exactly, Loveworm. That's... Yeah, just give me a button that throws in random stuff I haven't discovered yet. Yeah, no, this is the one thing I've seen in this game that seems annoying. Also, you know what I should have done a while ago? Is I should have popped this guy in here to heal up. Okay, do I want the mythical chest containing artifacts, or do I want the ancient coffin filled with items? Trick question. I just want to, like, spam up the souls so I can unlock all the meta progressions, so secretly we take this path only because there is a soul thing coming up. Hey, Gary Burton, it's true. I am a necromancer. That's who I am. Oh, this is interesting. Reduces damage received by 10%. Oh, these are minion items. Okay. Well, that seems really good. But I'd rather have the plates for now. But the leg cuffs or whatever, that's handy. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, you can't unequip things. That's good to know. Yeah, that's really good to know, actually. Okay. You're like, oh, that's locked in there now. Forever. Let's go to talents. Oh, I only have 1 point? Are you for real? Getting cucked, you guys. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. You linked me to a good resource of all the potions available, the recipes and effects. I think what I'll probably do, if I decide to stream this again, which I very well might, it's an interesting game, I'll probably just sit there and unlock all of them offline so that it's all in a list, you know, in the game where it should be. Oh man, I could have gotten the werewolf buff on him if I had taken the other item. That would have been better so far. Okay. XP is nerfed on hard mode. Yeah, I tell you, I'm not too happy about the fact that the game really does motivate you to just spam tutorial to get the meta progression, you know? There should be some kind of big benefit, actually, to being on hard mode. Like, you should get, like, triple the benefit. Yeah, I played Slay the Spire, a lot of it. I'm just gonna... do damage.
So, this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah.
So, owe you a Slay the Spire downfall mod run? I do. I've gotta, I mean, keep reminding me. What it is that I really need to get through the ones that people bought me games, or... There's no, like, donation runs outstanding. I wouldn't have let that happen, as far as I know. But there are several games that people bought me that I need to run first, just out of decency, you know. But yeah, I remember. I remember.
Soon this world will be mine.
Graveyard events, yeah, he healed. Okay, so it shows you what all happened in your graveyard before. And there he is. Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to get the damn obelisk first, because it's like, give me more souls, let me unlock more of the graveyard. This is goofy. You just want to play cakewalk mode and unlock everything. I don't like games that do their level best to just kind of use up your time. This is an argument I've had with Wesley before, but I've kind of come around to his manner of thinking on it. Like, I'm not so sure about Ascensions either anymore, or Covenants and Monster Train, that kind of thing. But yeah, I should have I should have just continued with Cakewalk mode. Knowing what I know now about the meta progression, I should have just finished out that game.
The dead don't get to rest.
Yeah, exactly, Loveworm. Actually, what I would have done is, if I was hellbent on having the unlocks in the game, what I would have done is I would have simply made it so it's... I would have probably separated out the resources a little bit more. But I think what I mean by that is I would have... somehow I would have made a mechanic where playing on hard mode gives you more of these souls, but the problem is these souls are like a resource that's used in other places too. So that's questionable as it stands, you know. Alright, I need a... Is it a Lich that I need? What is it? I think it's either a Lich or a Vampire. It's showing me these silhouettes. What do I need to get this third level of thing? Oh, Mummy. Okay. You actually can hover it over once you hover over it. Once you do that. So I just need to level some dudes up, basically. Call dibs on the Lich when I have access to one. I don't think it's going to be this stream, my friend. Maybe 34 enemies slain. I can't play this all day. I do need to do some things in my garden. I was going to spray some stuff to kill off the grass. Not Roundup. Fuck Roundup. Yeah, exactly, Loveworm. I agree entirely. Yeah. I agree entirely. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that I won't finish this today. At some point, though, maybe next stream, I'm not sure, I would like to finish... I'd like to show the whole game, but I feel like the game just really wants to have everything unlocked. I'm sure that this does wacky stuff, like, oh, let me just like cuck you out of the, you know, whatever special build you want to do that does something cool because these items aren't unlocked yet, or, you know, whatever. It actually is really frustrating when games do that. You know what I'm talking about. Like, if you've played Slay the Spire, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Try to play Slay the Spire with the Silent and try to build like a Shiv build or even a Poison build. Basically any kind of build without having unlocked everything yet. It doesn't cuck you on items, only on graveyard upgrades. I see. I bet you there are still some builds that are not really doable without certain graveyard things. I've never played a video game based, actually. These Taskmasters have huge HP and stress. Let's just buff up. So I charged my Wrath really fast because the Dark Knight got hit a couple times. We're gonna save up the Wrath to heal him though. Okay. So that double claw is good for getting rid of armor, which means I can give my big boy damage a chance to actually do stuff, you know? Just antagonize people who do based. Oh my god, they're doing real damage to me. Oh shit. That werewolf's gonna fucking die right now. Maybe not. He healed a little bit. How do I go backwards? No abilities that do that. Oh wait, I can actually clear out armor and resistance with this. But not block. It just ignores block. So that's not armor. They don't, in fact, they don't have any armor. They have block, and this doesn't clear out the block, as far as I know. Yeah, I know, Nani Badger. I can't make him move faster, unfortunately. What I could do is I could rush forward with the skeleton. I'm just going to buff him, though. Give him some armor. Sinister Howl. Okay, I could do the Abyssal Hunger to get my HP back. 26 damage. Yeah, whatever. I wouldn't have been able to kill this thing anyway, so it's fine. Yep, there he is. He's dead. Spells use Iratus' turn, not the creature. Oh, you're saying I could have possibly moved him out of the way? That's... Oh, Murder Dog was asking, I see. Yeah, I just don't have any good spells right now. MLG Gamer outplayed.
Bows just as it died.
Huh. But yeah, I mean, it's like, I tell you, I don't want to shit on the game, but like, it feels like you're just fooling around until you unlock everything, you know? I've kind of lost interest in metagaming this, or like thinking my way through things until I actually have the whole graveyard unlocked, and then and only then do I feel like I'm playing the actual game, you know? Which I think is a real, I would say that like out of everything, that is the one legitimate flaw with this that I've seen. Everything else is kind of like just gripes. Or minor things, like at the end of the day, the potion thing is pretty minor. Oh, I'm sure, oh, 100%, I guarantee you there is a mod that unlocks everything for sure. And I don't want to say that the game is like unwinnable or something at the higher difficulties without unlocking the whole graveyard first, but I have a suspicion that it's a lot harder. Humanarium token. We got more stuff. Oh. I bet this stays between runs too. I wonder... Oh, it finally tells us the abilities. Okay. On one hand, this is like a delicate balance, you know? Like, I get it. Well, yeah, but it affects the game too in a way, because I can right-click these guys in combat, and I bet it'll tell me these abilities, which lets me actually plan things out. So, like, it's a delicate balance. I get it. They don't want to overwhelm the player by giving them all this information right off the bat. But on the other hand, I mean, this is some really fucking important information. Because it allows you to plan, like, okay, for example, if I know that this fella can only... yeah, like, let's say I don't want to lose sanity right now. Or, excuse me, I don't want to... hold on, I want to make this example decent. Okay, so we know this ability can hit everybody on my side, right? But he can't do it if he's in the back row, I think. Is this considered to be from the left or the right? Anyway, there's a position where he can't use this attack, and if I wanted to send him there, so he can't do this, you know, that might be like a clever thing to do under some circumstances. But without having this information available to me, it's like I'm just like dicking around until that information shows up, you know. What is mom's pet name? Yeah, I mean, it gives me this fluff, which, I mean, I'm not saying this is bad. Fluff is nice, and I tend to like it if it's well written, but it's definitely not the priority. Like gaming, video games, I do believe that they are an art form, but like any media or medium rather, you need to play to the strengths of the medium, and for better or for worse, the primary strength of gaming as a medium is the fact that they are interactive, and therefore the priority always has to be on mechanics. Everything else, it's not just fluff, like it's not just cherry on top. I mean the writing, the music, the art, that's all very important. There are a lot of aspects to gaming that are important to have a good experience for the player, but number one above all things always in my mind is mechanics. If you don't have that, you've got nothing. What you've got is some kind of interactive movie that your player is some amount of frustrated to be kind of slogging through the entire time. So, I mean, that sounds kind of like I'm doom and glooming this a little hard. I'm not saying it's like terrible. It's just one of those things where I think that if they had had this as a priority, orc sword that kills orcs, you get as a reward after killing 1,000 orcs. Probably yes, actually, it's very much like that. Um, I think that I don't know.
Life is this exciting. I might as well swim back into my
I think that this whole thing would be solved by creating like an ultra hard mode that kind of skips all these unlocks and just give the power to the player. Let them decide they want to do that. You know, you get info on the guy after killing them. Yes. Anyway, I have stuff I have to do today. I think I will stream this again. I don't know if it's going to be next time. I think what I'll probably do at some point is I'll either run something to unlock everything, or I'll just do that behind the scenes. I do want to run through the whole game because I do think it's an interesting game, and from what I've played of it, I find this to be more compelling than Darkest Dungeon. It definitely seems like a more, and I don't think it's just the aesthetics of it, although those are better. I think in general this is just a better game than Darkest Dungeon, from what little I've seen of it so far. Did I say power to the players? I mean, I said give that power to the player. I did. Fuck you. You give me a break, Quad Nines. Come on, I'm being trolled. Somebody help. Tails. Tails is getting trolled. I haven't played Darkest Dungeon 2 yet, and I'm told that there's some kind of like wacky progressive like political signaling in it. I don't know what. I haven't seen it myself, but in the interest of my blood pressure, I don't think I'm gonna. Well, see, remember, this is me right here. This is me. That's me. I'm the dancing boomer. I got to be careful, guys. I could get into trouble if I get too annoyed. So yes, Alderaan, of course. Way to describe DD2. DD2 is what Gachi would be if Gachi was not manly. Well, that sounds exactly like something I don't want to be involved in. Dance boomer dance. It's me. I'm the boomer. All right, but yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed this game a lot more than maybe I expected, because when I heard Darkest Dungeon, I thought, oh no, here we go. It's going to be tedious as hell. This is actually pretty cool. So, NG Matt, thank you. I always appreciate a chance to see new games and to kind of, I guess what I'm doing is almost a review. When you do these blind runs, I think that's the best way to review some kind of game, because otherwise you're kind of tainting the experience with preconceived notions and this and that. This is not a bad game, and I think I will play more of it. Maybe not next time, I'm not sure. I have a couple more games I need to get through in terms of I need to do streams for people who have gotten stuff for me. No, Anani Badger. I will not.
Have no need for rest. And
I was given a bunch of gacha games a while back for like 1 cent each, and I did not in fact stream them, and I won't, probably because I'd be banned. I think there was one called Gachi Muchi, The Running of the Slaves or something like that, and it's just like it was like a World Star. What was that game called? World Star Runner or whatever. Load Run, not Load Runner. it was that one NES game. None of you guys are gonna know what that is, but anyway, it was just like this really basic running game, and I was like, I don't think I want to put this on Twitch. They'd never ban Gachi. I don't know. I heard male nipples were banned on Twitch. No, not Lolo. Did I play them? No. And no, not Homestar. Homestar Runner is the animation site. That was popular during my childhood. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That's going to be it for today. Until next time, I am signing out. Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.